All right, hi. So we just recently covered the insert at in an array-based list. And so now we're going to talk about and complete the remove at in an array-based list. This is a static array-based list, so the list size will not expand. Sorry, the list size will expand, but the array size will not expand or shrink. And so let's talk about what it means to remove at from an array-based list while maintaining the list's integrity. So I have behind me just a drawing we used before of an array-based list that has 3 elements in it. So its size is equal to how many things are in it. And of course, the range is 0 to size -1. That's where the elements are. We always anchor our lists, the array-based lists, at 0. And what we want to do is to be able to remove an element based on its position. So the remove at means that somebody's going to tell us the position and we're going to remove that element. So what we need to do is first make sure that the element's position is correct. So we're going to receive a position. Right? This is what we're going to get from the user. We don't need to know the value of the thing there because we're going to eliminate it from that position no matter what its value is. And when we do this, we have a very similar set of issues as with the insert at. What we need to do is first validate the position. So we need to validate that it's correct. In this situation, the position that's possible, the range of possible positions, I should say, is different than it is in the insert. In the remove, the valid positions are 0 to size -1 because those are the items that are actually in the list. With the insert, we added the position size to our range because you can add something to a list by tacking it on the end. Well, you can't remove an element from a list if it's not in the list. So our range of removals is always going to be from 0 to size -1. That's how we validate position. Okay. Fun fact. With the insert at, we also had to make sure that the list was not full. Because even if someone gave us a valid position, if the array was full, we couldn't put any more items in. Well, with the remove at, we don't have to worry about whether the list is empty. You might say, well, if we remove from an empty list, that's not possible. Well, you're right, but when we validate the position, if the list is empty, there is no valid position. So anyone who tries to remove at from an empty list will automatically fail without us having to see if the list is empty. Because if the list is empty, there will not be any valid positions to remove from. So we will only need to validate the position. And once we've done that, we're in the clear. Now, once we have validated the position, we know for sure that the position is somewhere 0 to size -1, so it's in the valid range, and there is an element there. We know this for sure. So what we can then do is we can look at that element and get the element below it and move it up. So if we're removing from position 1, we can get the element at position 2 and copy it up like this. And lo and behold, the element at that position is gone. We overwrote it. Now, by shifting elements in this direction, up one, if we have a long list, then starting at the position that we want to remove, we can grab the element below and move it up, then shift down, grab that element's thing below it, copy it up into us, and move down, and continue to do this as long as we stop at the correct moment.